Some exciting names there for 2025, and they have been the most active team in the market through 2025 for this season. And a man that's got a lot to do with this, and as you know, Socky had a fair bit to do with this guy. He's an amazing operator when it comes to rugby league, and he's joining us on Sportsday. We love him when he comes on the show. Shane Richardson, CEO of the Tigers. How are you, Richo?
Very well, thank you, Satts.
So tell us, it's not long to go now, Richo, and you being a man that's been involved in rugby league for many, many years, is there a different
32.
Is there and counting? Is there a different excitement as you walk around the playing group? Can you feel something different amongst all that new cattle that you've added to the West Tigers this year?
I mean, every club will be in a same situation, feeling excited about where they are or what they're doing. But I've got to say, in my 30 years, I've never seen a better preparation or an organisation for a season than we've had. We've had very few operations. The players have come back from international duty fit and well. The leaders group has grown. The new imports are exactly what we wanted from them, expected from them. And, you know, as well as you can be expected, we're ready for the season start. We can't wait. It's that time of the year, you know, Sats, you've done all the hard work for 8 weeks or 9 weeks. You just want to get out and play. So they're going to have to hold on to it for a few more weeks. But no, we're in a really good space and a really good time, and I couldn't have been happy where we are.
Yeah, great stuff. Now, did you know with Jarome Luai that he was probably eventually going to be named as captain when you signed him after 5 grand finals and 4 wins? Or was it still a matter of Benji seeing what Jerome is actually like with a new playing group?
Oh, well, there's a couple of things. I mean, first of all, Benji makes a decision on captains, not the club. So that was always going to be waiting to see how Benji handled things. And the second thing is, Abby's done such a great job as captain. You want to make sure that if you're going to go with a co-captaincy, that he was 100% supportive of it and behind it, and which he is. And so, yeah, really, mate, it was just have a look at a pre-season, have a look at how they slotted in, and decide what we're going to do from there, you know. So so the answer is, I mean, he's a leader. He would have been a leader whether he's captain or not. But at the end of the day, he's shown us, obviously, so he's a great traits of training. His enthusiasm's through the roof. So, you know, he's a great leader. Let's put it that way. He's captain of his country, so it's not as if he's a layman from.
Richo, Sock here, you must be really excited. Well, you're quoted as saying that you're excited about the spine that the Tigers have, you know, being the best in the game. And I'm interested in your thoughts on this. How do you convince a player like Lachlan Galvin in your position that the Tigers is his future, and not only just his short-term future, because we know you've got him locked in for a couple of years, that it's going to be a long-term future at the club?
Oh, mate, you can't convince anybody of something if it's not true. So, you know, Lockie and Jerome and everybody else in this club, mate, they've bought in, and all the imports we bought in have bought into the fact that the club's going to improve and improve dramatically. And if we stay on that rail, I've learned over the years, no matter where I've been, that you know, the players want to stick together. Players don't want to change if they're happy in their environment. They think they're going to get success. They get quality coaching, you know, good backup in situations, and that's what we're trying to provide. So at the end of the day, it's not a matter of convincing Lockie. I mean, if you ask Lockie, he's a junior. He wants to be here. He made that clear last year when all the bullshit was going on. So at the end of the day, it's not really a matter of me convincing him, mate. It's a matter of us coming up and delivering what we said we'd deliver. And I'm sure we will. So I'll worry about it as I get to it, mate. You worry about each day at a time, and you know, don't panic till you see the whites of their eyes. You know?
Now, when you did sign Jarome Luai, I'm keen. He's the vibe guy at the Panthers. Did he have the boombox with him? Have you seen that around training?
Oh, mate, I've got enough frickin' boomboxes already at training without him coming in. They couldn't fit any more boombox in the dressing room or hip hop or slapping it. You know, so it's well beyond my age limit. I mean, when I came into this game, I was the youngest CEO in the comp. And now I'm the oldest, so you know, nothing's changed. They still annoy the hell out of me. So that's not changed. He couldn't be any more annoying than the blokes that are there already.
So no barbers, but boomboxes allowed.
No, boombox is allowed. I'm not going to listen to it anyway because my office overlooks the weight room, so it's so I get to listen to it every day, hip hopping, boomboxing, and carrying it on. Like anyway, I've got used to it now, and I'll never get used to it, but I put up with it because I don't want to lose any players.
Your son Brent would be saying, "Dad, it's the vibe. All this music's the vibe, Dad. You got to get into it." Yeah.
Oh yeah, well mate, but Brent's a DJ guy. He does his own DJ away from running in Rich. He's there with DJing and all this crap. Like, well, how do you get paid? Scratch records. That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
How do you get paid to scratch a record?
We are on the same wavelength here. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it, Richo. Now,
Paul and Nullarbor never had boom boxes and
No.
never had all this crap.
No.
We'll listen to a bit of vibe music, a bit of JJ Cale and a bit of, not
Who?
this rubbish. But
Who's
anyway.
JJ Cale?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
What?
Hey, Richo, I remember back in 2002 when both you and Langy came in to the Penrith Panthers, the end of 2001. We'd had a poor year. We got the wooden spoon. And as you know, we had that big commercial kitchen and we got a lot of food supplied and provided. And yourself and John Lang, well, you minimised that. And basically, were you trying to send a message? And this is on the back of, the barbershop being taken out. But was that back then, was that to say, listen, you only get the rewards when you deserve it through results? And is that sort of the same sort of vision that you've had with the decision you've made recently?
Or is it the shit haircuts?
Yeah, well, shit haircuts go with the job, don't they? But they actually think mine's a shit haircut. But at the end of the day, look, mate, I always say this, and it was the same at Penrith at the time. Like, we're on rump steak at the moment. We're going a lot better than we were on fillet.
Yep.
If you streamline the whole team back and make things very simple, make it hard at training, make it hard in what you're doing. Last year we went away to before the season started, we went away to Queenstown and did whitewater rafting. This year we spent 3 days at Sanford with tactical defence people. I mean, just the whole way we're thinking about the resilience and toughness for our young players, and we brought in older players with that sort of resilience and toughness and leadership as well. So football hasn't changed, mate. It's a team that runs hardest and tackles hardest wins games. You can have all the gutters and lanes and left-hand sides and right-hand side, but mate, the bottom line is he who runs hardest and tackle hardest wins the game. So that's the sort of basic stuff you've got to bring into the team and build around it, camaraderie, and which I think we're getting. But look, the formula is very simple. It's getting players to do it, and whether or not they're good enough players to do it.
Yeah.
So we're testing that out, and I think we're in a good spot. That's
Nice.
all.
Now, one of our listeners, our smartest listener, Daniel from Prewood, he's asked a question, Richo, saying, is Campbelltown Stadium, Richo, in line for funding to make the venue more commercially viable?
Yeah, it is. I mean, the good news about Campbelltown is they've actually already had in place, unlike Leichhardt was, they've actually already got put in place the funding. They've made that for a while for a centre of excellence, etc. So, they so-called it's going to be by the end of the year or the start of next year, it'll be finished. I learned a long time ago, building things, whether it be stadiums or bloody Olympic villages like you're going through, they cost twice the amount of money and they take twice as long. And so they will have it eventually filled and finished, and that's why I did a 2-year deal there to make sure all the promises they've made of a 20,000 capacity, 1,000 corporates and all that, which I believe they will do, but, that will be a major... So now in Leichhardt's case, we've only got 40 million. We've got to make sure the 40 million is spent on football, not on the next green frog, or saving the next green frog or the branches of a tree. So if that happens, then Leichhardt will be a venue too. But both of them have got 2 years to show us that they are going to deliver what they promised us, and that's why we've done a 2-year deal there.
Yeah, nice. Member numbers, Richo, has there been a big spike since the activity with the signings?
Yeah, well, there's been a big spike anyway. I mean, we improved the membership dramatically last year, but being honest, but this year we're already written more dollars than we wrote the whole of last year in membership. So even at this stage of the year, so we're well and truly on the way towards doubling our membership, and that's pretty good. We've got obviously our jersey. We sold to really quality people like Zurich and Pepper Money and big operations. So that's all sold for the next 3 years. So that was a long way from where we were at the start of next year. And the profitability of the joints is a lot better too. So all the little things that we needed to do, we put in place. And, and like the roster, you can't change things overnight, but within 12 months, we stopped the bleeding and we put in place things that can make the club successful for the long term. Now all we've got to do is the really easy part, win.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Richo, before we let you go, some quick fire questions. I've got to say the documentary that South Sydney Chasing the Dream has been outstanding on YouTube. So
Yeah,
well done
gold.
being part of that. It's been amazing.
Yep.
Great watching.
Yep.
So quick fire questions before you go. Any player that you've been involved with that you'd trust to marry your daughter?
Now, at West Tigers, are you talking about South?
No, through,
Not at the
through your
Tigers,
whole
mate.
career.
No, well, in my whole career, there's one at Jeff Bell played for us at
Yes.
Cronulla and also at Penrith, and Jason Clark
Yep.
at South. I haven't had enough time with these blokes here to decide that. That's a very, very big question, that one. So, but definitely Jason Clark, and definitely Jeff Bell.
Nice.
And then from there, it's a very downhill road. And you would have been the last bloke that I would let go out with my daughter.
That leads me into the next question, Richo. When you let go of Satts many, many years ago, did he shed a tear in that room with you when you let him go?
Oh, he didn't shed a tear, but I got crap for a whole 12 months with save our Satts and, oh, Richo, you're a prick, and, everything else. But they don't realise that Richo doesn't actually make these decisions. Coaches do, but they want the coaches to like them. They couldn't give a rat's ass at the CEO. So all you had to live through that. And then the bastard, after I've let him go, comes up with the greatest tackle in the history of a grand final. So, there's nothing good about letting Satts go.
Okay.
Nothing.
Pickle or no pickle on a burger?
Oh, no doubt pickle. I'm a massive pickle fan.
Yeah, I'm the
Massive
same.
pickle fan.
Okay, what player that comes to mind would be the best street fighter that you've been involved with at a club?
Les Davidson.
Yeah. Okay, and
By a mile.
exactly.
I've had blokes who thought they were like Joel Clinton and Trent Waterhouse, but then the lads would have knocked them out in about 10.5 seconds.
Okay, last one. If you weren't involved in rugby league all those years ago, what would you be doing today? Would you still be in finance?
Probably, mate, because I had a good career there and financially would have been sound and sort of would have saved my kids travelling all over the world. But but I enjoyed finance, and a lot of things I've learnt to run rugby league clubs come from running the finance company. So, I wasn't unhappy in finance, but I just had an opportunity to do something I loved, and I took it, and I've never looked back. So that's a simple answer, really.
And you've always done a great job doing it as well. Hey, Richo, good luck for the season opener, and thank you very much, mate, taking time out and joining us.
No worries. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
What? You want more? Then make sure you're following our socials and listening live to SEN Radio for your daily dose of Sportsday with Satts and Rat.